I fucking hate living. Oh my god. Which is funny because if you were to see me last night, within the nice little 10 minutes I had of joy between being sick and then still being sick, where I just was like a little bit healthy and not too viciously ill, I was like, you know what? I could just take tonight away from the plans I had and just like make some pasta. Maybe write some rap songs, sing a little bit if I have the energy, or even just like watch some nice little videos online about cool things like geishas and courtesans and 1950s movies and sparkly jewelry, and I could just have a nice little night looking at horror video games and having a wonderful time. Did that happen? No. Why? Because this guy. I met this guy a few nights ago. We went out. Well, it wasn't a date. It was more just I was eating burgers and he just so happened to be sitting next to me. And I got a lot of compliments that night because I got really, really dolled up. And then the guy turned to me and he said, "Excuse me, I just had to say, you are like very, very extremely gorgeous. Like, I'm actually amazed at your beauty." And, flattery gets you everywhere, except for in my legs. So, we got to talking. We were going to try to make plans for the next morning, aka yesterday. Did that work? No. Why? Because I woke up extremely sick because it turns out that you can't stay out until like 3 a.m. in extremely humid 60-degree fucking weather and nothing but a slightly skimpy dress and some thigh high boots or knee high boots. I wish they were thigh high, but it's okay. Yeah, it'll just leave you extremely fucking cold and miserable. Annoying. So I had to cancel multiple plans, which really, really, really sucked. And I was really trying to meet both people. I was like, I want to go to this Burning Man after party that my friend invited me to, but sadly, I was way too ill. I couldn't even move. I was like, is this COVID or is this just the cold or what the fuck is it? I can't move. It was so terrible on my body. And the second guy, I really did want to see him. I was hoping we'd get breakfast. It didn't work out. He offered to meet beforehand, like before he went to a show. I said, sadly, that's not enough time, and like also for other reasons, I just couldn't. And then lo and behold, I got really, really, really sick around the time where I actually did have full on strength and energy to leave my house and go out. And sadly, I couldn't, which very much disappointed me. Cause I'll put it this way. Sorry, I'm too exhausted to even talk right now. I've tried to record multiple videos for y'all, some with really nice topics I've been wanting to talk about for days, but I couldn't. Let's just say the guy assumed the worst and started kind of trauma dumping and using me as an emotional dumping ground. As you know, I've had issues with people doing that before. It upsets me. I am just barely holding on. Like, for the past few weeks, it's been really, really bad, but things have been taking an upturn. Things have been going pretty well. Like, I finally started eating healthier, like, and more consistently. Sure, I had a stage where there was alcoholism, but it was only like, what, 2 days? Well, 3 days, considering a date I went on that I shouldn't have gone. It's been a rough time, but I finally got my mental and emotional footing. Being sick, sadly, was an annoying setback, but what made it worse is that last night I did a lot of things. I finally got to end an attachment to this one dude I hooked up with this summer who I nicknamed Boomerang Dick. Why? Because his dick is shaped like a boomerang. It's massive, and boy oh boy, the way he flung that thing, I wanted it to come back to me. Chow. He was a really cute, sort of sweet guy, and I was really interested in him, but things didn't work out. It was funny, a friend of mine, I asked her to do a tarot reading for my career and for love and for my general life, and she said, "Oh, let's see, for your career, it seems like you're on the right track. It seems like all you really need is a good mentor to really like tell you what to do and where to go next. So if you have one, definitely follow through." I was like, "Okay, I know a guy that could be cool." Then she was like, "Oh, and then next up," like when she drew the love card, she audibly gasped in horror. She was like, "This is fucking terrifying." And then she said, "Yeah, this card is showing a lot of, like, this card usually means good, but since it came out upside down, it usually means like unhealthy control and domination and unhealthy loneliness, and that there's like a lack of communication, and it's, yeah. So you might want to reevaluate who you want to date at this point in time." And I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that adds up, and I should probably inquire more about that. And for life, she said, "Oh, it seems like The cards are telling you not to isolate yourself right now, to put yourself out there. But it is good to take a step back and like do some self reflection on what you want out of your life and try to like eat healthy and be healthy. And I was like, yeah, that adds up. That's true. And so I made her do another reading specifically for love for the guy I had in mind. And let's just say she gasped again. It was some terrifying results, but it's okay. It's a terrifying bond that I don't want to speak about between me and this guy. I'll put it to you like this: I was unhealthy towards him and obsessive for the past few months. But on the bright side, let's just say the tarot reading she did was so intense and accurate that I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just cut my losses then. Let me just end this so that then me and him can be settled. And I don't have to wake up like sad about him and needing to like get drunk to not think about him, and just even if my life feels lonely or isolating without him, frankly I would much rather just prioritize the friends that I already have and like peace and bliss above like some sexy tall dude with ADD who and a cool hair pattern who just, yeah, there's better people to worry about and focus on. So I did one final act of toxicness, which I will not repeat, and then I ended things with the guy and blocked his number, and yeah, and I felt accomplished. And then there was like and then also for my other plans with the guy I met at the burger spot, you know, he was going to a metal concert and stuff. He was like, I would love to meet you like one more time before I go back to Vegas. Like I would hate to not see you. And right as I was gonna leave, I don't know, my body just like sent like a jolt through me of like unease. Like I don't know, like little things along the way that he said kind of made me feel like, maybe this guy isn't the best person. And then even a friend reached out to me and they're like, hey girl, what are you doing tonight? I said, oh, I got a date with this dude. And she's like, okay, as long as he's like cute, safe, and healthy. And I thought on it and I was like, is he cute? He's cute enough, yeah. Is he healthy? I mean, one of our massive conversations was like all the different ways we would kill ourselves and the most intensive ways we would do it. Is he healthy? Uh, I don't know. Do we even have that much in common if you really think about it? But he wasn't like a bad dude. Like I still like he still seemed relatively nice, but I don't know. And then also I kind of went through his comments on his Instagram and I was like, there's a lot of goth Latinas here, like a lot of them. And it's like, in hindsight, I don't think a dude who would just be so bold and confident in the way he approached me and stuff. I don't know. Those aren't usually the healthiest of men. And also, any dude who's that open about his like traumas and stuff off the bat is either one, manipulative, or two, trying like just extremely, extremely traumatized. And neither of those things are inherently good. Not like it's inherently a sin to be traumatized, but good lord. Let's just say I'm learning that lesson because sometimes I do have bonds with people. And also, someone did tell me, and I have been reading more about it in male psychology, men have very big egos. They don't want anyone to know their weaknesses because they're their weaknesses. And so, if someone's so willing to tell you their deepest, darkest secrets and weaknesses off the bats, they're either trying to manipulate you and they're lying, or there's someone, or maybe they're trying to manipulate you with the truth so that they're painted a certain light, you know, and you sympathize and excuse certain things they do more, or they truly are very, very traumatized and emotionally erratic, and it's like, do you want that? And I thought, I really don't want that. But I was getting cold feet, and then guess what? I actually got cold because I had my window open, and the next thing you know, like the weather, like before, got extremely humid and extremely fucking cold. And then just like before, when I mentioned that when it gets cold, like my nerves fuck up, I got paresthesia again. So then I started getting that feeling where all the veins and nerves in my body started pulsing super cold, and it felt like snakes were under my skin. And I like felt so cold that I couldn't move, but I also was sweating and shaking. My body didn't know what the fuck it wanted. So I just was like, shit, I'm really ill. I need to tell this guy that I can't meet him tonight and that I'm sorry. He kept trying, and then let's just say he kept trying to pressure me. He said some things that were kind of guilt trippy and mildly manipulative, and like, ooh, I'm not mad, but even if I was, it's not like I can do anything about it. Like, you know, I'm really upset. And he just started rambling about how his abandonment issues and his trauma and this and that. And I just thought to myself, dude, you could just fucking not. It's like, because that also made me think to myself, I do sort of to an extent like it when men are obsessive to me, but within reason. Like, you can't be like, I'm obsessed with Tamia, who I had 30 minutes of conversation with at a burger spot. And if we don't meet tonight, then my whole life is over and everything fucking sucks and I am doomed to be alone. And how dare she? Like, it's like I sympathize with him heavily, but at the same time, it's like, nigga, I am sick and at home. And you can see from my fucking online presence that I've been nothing else but at home, barely fucking conscious, not doing shit, ill as fuck, hair tangled, sweaty, and miserable under some blankets, extremely uncomfortable. Do you think I wouldn't want to be hanging out with you, getting burgers, and going back to your Airbnb to chill in the jacuzzi with your cool friends? I would have loved to do that. Sadly, I could not do that. And you know why? Because I'm sick as fuck. And then I just thought to myself, this nigga's talking so much about his woes and his issues, but he's not checking in on me and how I'm doing or actually making sure I'm okay. Or, like, he's not asking me, like, hey, Tam, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? What are things you like to do? Like, he's not asking me that type of shit. And I even thought to myself, I'm not supposed to be dating anyway. And you know what? It's good that I'm not, because otherwise I was going to go on a date with a dude who's showing high signs of, like, very avoidant attachment, super obsessive in a bad way, like, behavior. And that just would have benefited me poorly. I don't like men who are obsessed with the idea of me. Like, no. It pisses me off. Mm-mm-mm. It always has and always will. And then, yeah, let's just say they were sending me so many fucking endless pity party, guilt trippy messages that I just thought to myself, for fuck's sake, I just straight up told them, I was like, you need to stop this shit. It's gonna turn off any fucking people you meet, and they're not gonna be interested in talking to you because, like, instead of just making conversation about anything else to show that you're a fun person, you're just making conversation about how much your life sucks and how people always leave you and how your fucking life sucks. Like, we get it. Fucking Jesus. Uh, and I just didn't have any sympathy left for him. Why? Because I wanted to specifically hold room for me. I was excited, like I was depressed, or not depressed. I was just glum because I was like, I did want to meet him, the metalhead guy. He seemed cute, and still would have been fun to, like, get to know and socialize with a bit more, no strings attached. But guess what? I still was like, you know what? Maybe I do need a nice night inside to just, like, not think about what I want out of dating, or what I like in a man, or idealize it. Like, no, it's like I just got done damn near doing restraining order level behavior over a dude, boomerang dick, and I only just ended that, and just I can't date people, dude. And I was really excited to just stay the fuck home, make some nice, healthy, nutrient rich pasta, and follow the advice on my friend's tarot card and focus on myself. I was going to use the spell jar I made. And also, if you're wondering, spell jar, yes, spell jar. You'll hear about that some other day, but for now, let's not talk about it. Either way, I was like, nah, fuck it. Like, that spell jar probably wasn't going to work anyway, so let me just use the ingredients to, like, I don't know, you make it into a body scrub so then I could smell nice, like spices and lavender and stuff. And I thought to myself, oh, I could do this, I could do that. I was really excited. I was like, I could just spend, like, I didn't have much energy because I already felt really weird from, like, period pain and fatigue and illness. And, like, I was just like, I just could use a hot shower, some hot pasta, and a super hot fire online video that's about 2 hours long for a niche video game. And it would be fucking amazing, and I would love, 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 love to engage in it. And I even thought to myself, maybe I could even spend the night just working on those screenplays so that I can actually have scripts that I can show people, so that then when an opportunity falls into my lap for screenwriting, I actually am able to, like, benefit from it. And I'm just fucking annoyed, dude. So fucking annoyed. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm pissed. Anyway, and then let's just say I flipped shit on him. I just was like, stop this fucking shit. I wanted to just have a nice night to myself. I'm trying to prioritize my own health because I've been mentally unstable and then my health went poorly. Why can't you just let me Like, you haven't checked in on me. You haven't proven that you give a shit. Why the fuck can't you just let me have a little bit of, like, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. Don't fucking guilt trip me. If you want to talk to me, actually bother to show that you're interested in me, not just that you're interested in fucking venting to someone about every life problem you've ever had, ever. Fucking shit. Like, good lord. And then I just ended the conversation because I was just so pissed, because it's like, here I was finally not worrying about a man and excited to have longer than just like a single 20 minutes where I would not be focusing on some man that I have a crush on, or some man that has a crush on me, or some man that wants to be saved, or someone that I feel like I have to save. Because it's like, no, I'm finally prioritizing myself. I'm no one's therapist. I'm no one's psychologist. I'm not a psychiatric ward. I'm not a rehabilitation center for broken men, as much as I love being, and I'm tired of insecure men fucking me over. Like, funny enough, I hung out with the metalhead dude and another guy for his birthday like 2 days ago. I had to cancel both plans yesterday, and now, like, and then the person I did like as a friend are pissed as fuck at me, as if I'm not the only person they spent their fucking birthday with, and as if I didn't have a fucking valid reason of just being fucking sick. And it's like, nigga, I would have loved to have gone to the Burning Man after party with you. Why are you? Anyway, so people are being fucking stupid. And then instead of it just being like, I get to stay home and rest, it's like, no, no. It's like, look, a bunch of niggas who you thought were like cool and chill are thinking about themselves and not about you. They don't give a fuck if you're healing from your health. They don't give a fuck about you. I also lashed at my ex Liam because I just thought to myself, he's sending me less memes and less texts. Like, it seems like he's doing the not even the bare minimum to keep me around at this point. He probably doesn't even fuck with me. He just, I don't know. He's probably just too pussy to ask out that other girl I caught him talking to, which it seems like he says they're just friends. I don't fucking know, and I honestly don't care because sex with Liam has been, yeah. Let's just say I'm fine with, like, I think we're just each other's fallback people. Either way, I sent him a not so nice message last night too. I just was like, I already know you're talking to other bitches and you're talking to me less and stuff, and I can't handle it, man. We shouldn't talk for a bit. And he didn't do what he usually does in Liam fashion. He didn't try to call me. He didn't try to text me again. He didn't. He just was quiet. And then even this morning, I'm pretty sure he's at work right now, but he didn't try to reach out at all. And so it's like, maybe we are officially done. Maybe I hurt him, or maybe I didn't, or maybe he just does have another bitch. Either way, do I care? It's like, I only care in the sense of, like, oh, it would suck if we had to end our friendship for good, but then again, our friendship was built on a relationship that failed and then sex, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if I think Liam cares about me or not. That's a debatable subject that I don't know if I want to get into today. Some parts, sometimes I say yes, other times no, because I remember when I almost got evicted last November. Liam wasn't there for me. He barely gave a shit. You know who was there? Morgan was there for me. Morgan was the one who was like, I fucking love her. I'm getting the U-Haul. I'm helping disassemble her bed. I'm helping her with this, and that. And he tried for me. But then again, we all know what happened. Like, it took less than a month for Morgan to continue with certain bullshit behaviors and then try to rape me. So let's just say sometimes not everything that glitters is gold. Sometimes it's just like a glitter covered shit. I don't know, man. Anyway, I feel pissed. Anything else I want to say? I guess I'm just extremely disappointed in a lot of things. I thought that when I hung out with my buddy Jackson for their birthday, I thought that would at least be a reliable friend, but deep down, no. Probably just another insecure man who just secretly was hoping he could date me. I noticed that he rolled his eyes and kind of scoffed when I cash apped him for my movie ticket. But what? It's like, okay, did you want me to use you for, like, did you want me to, like, not cash app you the $18 for a ticket and then, like, still not date you? Is that what you would have wanted? Would you have liked me to give you a chance? Because I don't know. You didn't speak up. I don't know. I'm not even supposed to be dating because I'm fucking insane. And people who would care would actually acknowledge and respect that, but they don't. Because people are selfish. I don't know, man. So yeah, and then now here I am waking up today. Instead of thinking about Boomerang Dick, also known as Isaac, and thinking about him and over romanticizing him and stressing about if I'll one day ever have a good bond with him, I thought I finally made peace with the fact that I would just be alone for a bit and could enjoy my own solace. And then instead, I woke up today after I had a dream last night. I had a dream where I had a lot of sparkly jewelry that I was admiring, and I was looking at it with a flashlight, and I was admiring it while also ignoring that I was sitting in a swamp full of bullfrogs who were trying to endlessly hop on top of me. And the bullfrogs wanted me to kiss them, and maybe a part of me wanted to smooch them too. Some of them were cute, even if they were a little ugly and rotten and stupid. But they were still cute, and I still loved them. But at the same time, I knew I couldn't kiss them. Why? Because I would get warts, and it would fuck me up, and I can't risk getting hurt or harming my life or lessening my life quality anymore. And when I woke up, I knew what that symbolized. I knew it's like, hey, I need to stop over giving myself to these people. Because it's the dating pool is shit. Men don't exactly make the best of friends. And I can't keep gambling with my life and betting on shitty men. So yeah, I woke up today and instead of just thinking, oh boy, what a beautiful, nice early day, I'm gonna spring out of bed, I'm gonna make some tea and cook and do this and do that. Instead, I thought, wow, oh, should I apologize to Liam or should I not apologize? Does he care for me anymore? Do I sincerely think I care for him? Do I even want him around? Do I need him around? Do I have feelings for him or how do I even feel about him in general? Oh, what about the Mata guy, the guy who's into metal? What about him? Should I contact him? Should I ignore him? Should we be friends and I give him another chance to when he's less mentally unstable? Because I know how it is to be obsessive and easily attached and mentally unstable, but I don't know if he needs me in his life. It doesn't have to be me, and I don't think I have enough energy to spare to pour into someone else's cup, especially because I don't feel like he was showing me that he was capable of pouring back into me. He seemed like a taker. And that's why my sickness actually worsened last night from the stress. And my emotional state worsened, even though I was finally doing fucking good and not feeling like fucking people over. And I can't. Waking up to fucking this feeling. It's a beautiful sunny day. I wanted to wake up happy. Instead, I woke up yet again thinking about men and being men centered instead of thinking about how I fucking feel. I also ended my friendship with a buddy recently. At least for good. I'm pretty sure it's done for the good. And you know what? He's friends with people who he knew were predatory towards me. And they get treated better than I do. He treats me as if I'm just like a fuckable therapist that he can't have. And any friendship with him seems like a sort of weird punishment my way. I'm tired of living. I'm abundantly, exquisitely tired of living, and I'm sad about it because last night I actually was happy to be alive. I felt in tune with what I wanted and in touch with what I wanted. And now I'm just angry because I had time to focus on me. I had time to just think about what the fuck I wanted. And instead I had to be made to feel bad for what other men wanted. Shit like that makes me want to slit my fucking wrists open, dog. Last night I thought, Jesus, this is so bad that I want to put a gun in my mouth and pop it off. Good thing I don't have a gun. As of now. Niggas suck. Anyway, on the bright side, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't talk to Mata, the metalhead guy. I shouldn't. Because it's like, if you're already that obsessive and anxious, attached, and weirdly dependent on me, and it was less than 30 minutes of conversation at a burger joint, then your life might be a little bit too fucked up for me to be involved with right now. And my life's fucked up enough already, so I don't have any more to spare. It's a little amusing, because I know I wasn't the most respectful about Boomerang Dick's boundaries. Like, I knew he was going through it, but I still wanted him to give me some spare attention. But I don't know, man. Let's just say everyone's making me tired. I'm tired of trying for the wrong people is all, and I want people to try for me. And I don't feel like Matza showed me he was trying last night. Like, he showed he was interested, but he didn't show he was interested in me. He showed me that he was just interested in trying to take from me. Like, a taker, not a giver. I like givers. He could have asked how I was doing and on my condition. Instead, he rambled on and on and on about his abandonment issues. I would have loved if I could have just spent this morning thinking about me. Anyway, I'm pissed. So. Wish me luck.